Good afternoon. It is December 16th, 2022. I'm doing the weekend review a day early. Yeah, a day early. But going forward, I might just do it whenever I have time to do it, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, instead of just keep on doing it on Saturday morning. Um, Whatever is convenient. As long as it is Saturday or Sunday, I will sit down and do it. Um, this way, I have more free time because often in the morning, if I do it at 7 o'clock, I'm really not in the mood to talk a lot. I haven't had my coffee yet, even at 7 a.m. in the morning when I sit down and do the weekend market review. But let's go through it. Before we do that, let me check YouTube. It does work. I can never tell if the stream is smooth or not. Occasionally, I get comment from viewers that it's glitchy, it's lagging, it doesn't go smooth. So it happened. And sometimes I know the reason, and sometimes I don't, but look like it's running. Okay, so we'll see. Hopefully it works fine. All right, let's go right to the chart of TLT. TLT had an amazing run the past months. I tip my hat to Bill Ackman because he got plenty of things wrong in the past to a point where he stopped being a short. He didn't want to join Jim Chanos as another short that go away, right? That went away, like Jim Chanos. Professional shorts are very rare. It used to be for those that follow the market. If you follow the market as long as I have, going back before 2000, there used to be a ton of professional shorts that go on CNBC, and over time they shrink and shrink and shrunk and shrunk, and um, I think Chanos was probably one of the last few big short that was still appearing on CNBC, resisting because that was a gap. But nope, it tested quickly and absorbed the seller there, and boom. Okay, it I have 200 share assigned this morning, and I if TLT stay at this level, by next Friday, I will have another 600 share assigned, which is fine. Trust me, I'm not um, regretting it all to sell those cover calls at 97, 98, 98 and a half, 99. I even have cover calls at 99.5. I held off on holding, on selling anything 100 and above, because for me, if it get to that 100, we got to the escape velocity range where I think it's going to be a quick move ahead. But I do think that we are months away from that. Um, so for now, if TLT stay above 99, then I technically has reduced my 2,400 share holding all the way down to uh, 1,300. I will lose a total of 900 share from last week. No regrets. And if you have regrets, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, because profit is profit, and count your blessing that you took the chance to buy TLT below 90. I do not want to hear the whining that you left money on the table. You would not have that money on the table if you did not buy below 90. Have you ever thought of that? Right? It's common sense. People always look at I'm a very fair and balanced person. Glass is not half full, half empty. A lot of things happen. A lot of bad things happen because you do stupid things, and a lot of good things happen because you did the right thing. Okay, so now back to the chart. Because this level where TLT is right now, like 99-ish, has been a support for a long time. Okay, if you go back, let's do the yearly chart, the daily chart, and let's pan back. I'm gonna probably spend a lot of time today on very few things instead of hit multiple uh, sectors like I normally do, because not much has changed. Okay, so this is 2 years as you can see, right here, right here, right here, right here. So for a long time, for those that follow me, for a long time, we love 99, 100. Okay, we sold puts many times over the past year. Yeah, for a long time, that was a great support, and then it give. And now, so the old saying, what was put a few cover calls get assigned. So far, I am participating because if you remember that. So guess what? I participate on those 200 shares. I didn't give up anything when the shares got called away at 96 last week, or the one that got called away yesterday. So, and I keep on doing that. My strategy is for every cover calls that I got assigned last week and this week, or late February, because that's good enough. Okay, if TLT go to say 100, 101 by February sometime, those bull call spread will make me plenty of money, and I leverage up without committing so much capital, right? That's the whole reasoning behind using the call spread. What else? But before I go, let me do a quick review, because I think it's human to let the emotion take over our thinking. It doesn't matter what I show you. It doesn't matter what I discussed and show last week, 2 weeks ago, about TLT back in 2008, 2009 recession. It doesn't matter. Some people look at what happened this week and automatically translate that, oh my God, I'm going to miss out. I need to buy more today. I need to buy more this week because we are going to 105. We're going to go to 110. We're going to go to 120 next week. Cool your jets, okay? Cool your jets. I can't say enough how much I detest weak, FOMO-minded people. You don't win behaving like that. All right, let's go back to the same chart that I used 2 weeks ago. How quickly people forget. All right, the chart is from January 1st, 2008. The recession, the Great Recession, as some people call it, start in December of 2007. If you follow the stock market, you know many companies start to have problems. Layoff start to escalate all through 2008. It peaked in December of 2008. Do you know how much people was laid off in December of 2008? Over 500,000 people. Okay? Let me repeat, over 500 from that kind. There's no way to tell that this recession is going to be worse or much less. Who knows? Okay? We don't know. Nobody knows. The Fed came out last week and mentioned that they target rate cuts next year, and a lot of people have discussed, they talked about something like March, potentially the first cut. So we have a pause, okay? But then, guess what? The Fed paused for a long time. A long time. You see, it irked me that I had to repeat what I said already in a previous video. Look at where TLT traded. 88 to 98-ish, okay? For a long time. 9 months plus until this point right here. 9/19 was 9/18 was a date that they said, okay, we need to cut rate. Economy in trouble. We need to cut rate. So you see that? Can we be right there right now? Can this be the point of we saying, oh, the Fed is going to cut rate next week, next month? I don't think so. I think we're somewhere here. We are somewhere in this realm here. My advice to people that want to add to TLT is sell naked puts. If you want to buy 100 share of TLT, why not sell a naked put at 97? This way, if it comes down to 97 below, you get a great cost basis. Nothing wrong with doing that. You can get probably 25 cents, 30 cents on a dip. Yeah, that's my plan. My plan is I'm fine losing all those shares, get all those shares assigned last week, this week, and next week. But for everyone that got assigned, guess what? I sell naked puts like I did this week. Yesterday, I sold a naked put at 96. I got 23 cents. No worry. Okay, just keep doing that. Keep doing that, and then at the same time, I turn around and I do bull call spread. So it'd be fine. But I think the idea of the FOMO of ramping into TLT because of this right here, we are not there. We're not there next week. It's not going to happen, 2 weeks. No, the data was actually strong, but the momentum to pile into TLT or short covering was so strong yesterday and Thursday that the strong economic data didn't matter. When will it matter? It will matter in this region here. Okay, so just cool your jets. You will have chances to buy TLT. Trust me this. If TLT dropped to 96 and below between now and February, I guarantee you I will make a video to talk about it, to remind people that back in mid-December, I said, don't FOMO, don't chase into TLT. You're going to get your chance to buy in 96 or lower. You will, okay? If I'm wrong, and we are at this stage right here, and it's all green from 99 to, can we run to 123? I don't know. I have no idea. I do know that when the Fed starts to cut rate, there is at least a 10% to 15% move left in TLT, which is nothing to complain about. Okay, that's why I wanted TLT 3. The Fed would pause. For those that follow me, I was 6 months early. Okay, the Fed was 6 months late in raising rate, and I was 6 months early in predicting that they will pause. That was my bad, my error. All right, let's move on. We got record high in everything else, right? So trim. Nothing else to say but trim. If you have exposure to equity, now is the time to trim, right? SPY, QQQ, yeah. Look at that. All-time high, 52-week high, yeah. Dow Jones, DIA, same thing, right? Look at that. How high can this go? Yeah. If you want to be brave and short, maybe if you see anything around 378, do a bear put spread or bear call spread. Do something up here to take advantage of the retracement. I will look into that for myself because I think nothing can go up like, come on, right? Look, the Dow Jones went 323. If we get there, 380. Goodness gracious, okay? Goodness gracious. 20% in 2 months? Really? You think that's sustainable? Sure, I'd love to see it blow up top up there so I can do my bear call spread for January. Yeah, I think that, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not just saying the SPY, the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm watching for the blow off top. Hey, if SPY can even go even crazier between now and year end and get 492, oh my goodness, bear call spread, bear put spread, you name it, it's gonna be happening. Okay, sustainable. Some people will say yes, it is. It's sustainable. crazy, right? Now, given how SPY, Dow Jones, and QQQ booming like that, you know what's not booming is the Max 7, right? The NVIDIA of the world. NVIDIA, because there was rotation, okay? Finally, for the first time all year, this past couple of weeks, we saw money come out of, you know, if you pay attention, there had been talk about the Max 7 carrying the NASDAQ and SPY contributing to the majority of the gain this year. Those 7 had such a large market cap that the market cap weight indices was dragged up compared to many stocks in those indices that struggle. And that's what they did. Okay, but over the past couple weeks, we saw a rotation out of the Max 7 into the other stocks. So you see many other stocks outside of the Max 7 doing so well this past week. And the Max 7 cool off. But I do think that's a good time to buy them. So I did not buy into NVIDIA. I've been trimming. Okay, so I trim. I bought into Microsoft because of this zone of support I have here. Pretty happy that I took pretty large position. Average cost probably in the 368 range. The lowest I paid was like 366. It went as low as 362 something. So yeah, I sell put spread as well below at 355. But yeah, I mean, I had ordered in to buy Google. I sold put spread on Google as well, but I did not buy any share of Google because it didn't drop enough. I had buy order in at 129 all the way down to 120 December 29th. I do think between now and the end of the year, there will be rotation back into the Max 7. That's my plan. If not the end of the year, maybe first week of January, I don't know, but that's why I bought into them or have not sold out on a trim 20% of what I bought a couple weeks ago. So I still got a lot. I trimmed some, but not a lot. The sector that benefited, of course, look, the medical device, right? Look at Abbott. Nasty decline into October, tax loss selling. And guess what? Big pop since then, right? So yeah, I trimmed some. I got more order to trim up here, all the way. I think the next trim order I have is 109, all the way up to 112. Okay, so I have trimmed. I'm down to, I would say, just over half of my holding there. Okay, EW I have sold 25%. Same thing here, right? Ugly decline into tax loss selling. Nice pop since then, but I had a sell order up there, and it triggered, right? So yeah, and I will sell more at 80, and I have sell order from 80 all the way to up there, the highest point of the gap down. Okay, I am not greedy to think that it can close the gap. Right now, I have a sell order to trim about 75% of my remaining holding into that 87, 88 range. And then depending on what's happened up here, I might sell the rest or put order at the gap fill. But it's all depend on how quickly or what kind of momentum I see. But yeah, nothing to complain there. Okay, nothing. What's to complain? Eli Lilly, I'm glad I trimmed. I have trimmed reluctantly in the 590 range a couple of times last week. I think I sold 590, 598. I don't think I have anything. Well, I have ordered in at 600, 602, 605, but I'm glad I took off about 20% of my holding uh, in between 590 and 598. So I'm glad because that was ugly. Okay, to be blunt, it's getting tiring to own it. In fact, when it violated the 100 MA, I thought about just blowing out the remaining 25 share and be done. Okay, and be done. But I said, well, let's not be rash. Okay, that's an emotional thinking. It's not. I try to be more balanced and let emotion take over. But I was sick and tired of it, to be honest. JSK, I'm looking to buy. That was one nasty rejection up there. I had an order to trim. Just I had an order to trim at 37.5, 37.8, even 38, and it just missed it. And then of course it had a nasty reversal. Would I buy some of those shares that I trimmed so far back at the 200 MA? Yeah, I might. I might. But if not, right now I have a stop. My stop is at 35.7 on all of my share. Remember, my average cost is 34.1. So right now I have my stop at 35.7. Okay, so if that happened, would I buy back? I probably wait. If this failed to hold, I think we're gonna see the gray zone again, and I will back up the truck again. Okay. Gilead, I did not trim, but I'm not adding. Okay. I'm thinking about putting in a stop where 80. Okay. I think, in fact, I should at 80. Too much gain. Too much gain to buy Gilead below 75. I would be silly to give up $5. Okay, if this thing decides to keep on going, yeah, in fact, I'm gonna write myself a note right now so that after I finish this stream, I will put my stop in at 80 just to lock in that $5 gain. Let's see what else. AppV, for those that have it, it have got to the zone. I think it's time to go or trim. Okay, if you haven't trimmed, I think it's a must trim here, right? This is the gap down. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this right. Edit program. Let's go. Okay, and let's value lower. There you go. That's more correct because that's right at the gap down right there, right? Okay, so resistant. Little if on Monday it's another red candle downward, and that I think we got a short-term top on FV, and I think you should have your stop ready. You should have your stop probably at the least, I would say the low of day here on Thursday, which is 152.76 ish. You know, I wouldn't put a low of day Friday, but I would put a low of day Thursday because it basically lined up with a low of day on Wednesday. So basically that level, okay. And it lined up with this wick right here. So this initial pop up here, there was a profit taking, and then of course it beat that and becomes support, right? Support. So what was short-term resistance turned into support. So yeah, put in your stop right there. This way, if it go down, you might I would say sell a put spread at 145, 140 kind of thing. That's what I'm doing. I have a naked put down here. I believe mine was at 144 because if it fall all the way back to 144, $10 lower, I would gobble up 100 shares. Remember, I got 100 shares taken away, assigned at this. Okay, so yeah, I would buy back down here. Alrighty, banks have a great run so far. I trimmed some KRE, and you should do the same. I have more orders in at 56 to 58. Okay, it's basically this area here where the gap down, and yeah, I would fully exit up there. But if TLT keep coming down, you will see a drift high on KRE. Okay. Goldman Sachs, what a crazy move. Oof. Uh, if you have it, congratulations. If you don't, I think looking to do some kind of bearish has run from 289. Getting literally $100, 25% move, more than 25% move. In yeah, come on. If you have it and you're not taking profit, come on. Bank of America, trim time, trim. My order's up here. Okay. I have an order to trim at 34.5. 34.5 and then 35.5. 37, yeah. But I'm gonna raise my stop to 32.5. Yeah, absolutely. Using this as my stop. I'm all out on AXP. It is at the area of trimming, right? Sure, if you want to hold out for 182, out, and it retrace it. Would I consider selling some kind of put spread? It's gonna have to be 240 to 237 kind of range down here. Okay, like I said, everything has run super hard. Come on, since October, everything, even Visa. Look at Visa was 229, more than 10%. Okay, let's go into discretionary. Crazy run, McDonald's. Okay, same thing. I trim. It's a broken record. Okay, it's a broken record. If you buy into the dip in October, you're buying and you have reaped the reward for the past 2 months. Nothing else, nothing more to say, right? All the same. Coke, I trim, right? You see 59, 60, yeah? Is that news? Why is that news? It's not, right? Sure, ideally, I have an order. I do have an order to completely exit here at 60.7. This downtrend, okay? I'm going to respect that downtrend and not think that it's going to be some kind of breakout. But for now, that's where my full exit is planned for now, okay? On Coke. You know, Clorox, same thing. Time to go, time to trim. If you still have some, I still have a very few share left. Once again, broken record. You buy the crash in October. You've been rewarded. What more can you say, right? What more? K, same thing. Less, but still. Guess where it's stalled out? The gap down, right? The gap down. The moment it get back right there, guess what? All the remorse people, I talked about it, I made a video. All the people that didn't sell here, see this gap down and then suffer another 10% plus. They couldn't wait to get out as if they sold here, right? So trust me, the psychology of a gap down is in play right there, okay? Not rocket science. 3M, same thing. Like I said, that's why I feel like I'm just saying the same thing, chart after chart after chart, right? So yeah, if you have it, Trim, take your profit. Slowly, one by one, do it. Martin Marietta, I'm out completely. Vulcan might think about trimming and exiting. Isn't it a common theme? Now, what is it that I would be buying? Or before I go into the thing that I'm buying instead of trimming. Lastly, USO. You can sell put spread like I do below for safety, right? 60, 58, 59 even. Yeah, it's no need to be a hero going along here. Okay, think about this. If you are in the camp that we are in a recession, Fed's not going to cut rate soon, why are you buying energy? Please explain to me, why would you want to buy energy or go bullish on energy if you are holding TLT thinking that rate is going to be cut because we are going into a recession? So why would I be bullish here on energy? 151? Yeah, you betcha. I got order there. Okay. And it would be nice if they fill the gap on, I don't know why. What would be the, who knows? I have no idea what would be the bullish push to push CVX, Chevron to fill the gap. But if it does, I will fully exit there. But for now, I have trim order at just above 151 into the gap fill. Okay, so ExxonMobil. If you bought in the gray zone, congratulations. You should looking to trim here into 105. That's where I have some share, not a lot. I have 20 something shares. If you get up there, yeah, I bought those Exxon shares somewhere here. Okay, but yeah, if you get anywhere back to 105, I'll be out. Okay, let's talk about something that I would like to buy. GDX. I talked about GDX a lot the last couple of weeks, right? I saw a bunch of naked puts and put spread. They all expired worthless, money in my pocket. I did sell some more, but if you don't have any, I sold 29.5 naked puts. I have 3 naked puts right now that I sold yesterday. I had 5 that expire Friday. Those that expired was 29, 29 and a half. I got a couple 29 and a half and a couple 29, and all 5 expire. So yeah, put $100 in my pocket, and I will keep doing that. If there's weakness of GDX below 31 and there's any kind of juice in the 29.5 puts, I will sell them. I like GDX, on record to say so. GLD, I did not add. I sold put spread on this nasty wick down. Yeah, I did not chase, but no, I think there are time to scale into GDX and GLD, just as I think that it's time to not FOMO into more TLT. The same thing with, I think that it's time, but you should build a position. Okay, if you don't have any exposure to GDX or GLD, now is no better time to start a position there, sell some puts, naked puts, and put spread to build in your holding, because the chart has shown gold will do very well in a recession. The chart did not lie. Okay, we're not early. I think we are right on time. We're early on TLT. I was early on TLT, but I was not going to be late on GDX and GLD. Okay. let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Bitcoin had its big move, right? And then it cool up, it kind of goes sideways right now. I got stopped out on Bitcoin when Bitcoin was 41 something and GBTC was 33 something. I got stopped out on 1/3 of my holding there. And on the flip side, I had ordered to buy BTC at 41 and below, and I added a nickel. I got stopped out on a lot more than a nickel, but I did buy some BTC directly on my Coinbase below. I think was my order was like 40,700, something like that. So that's fine. I think Bitcoin was just gonna trade like in a sideways move for the next couple of weeks until the ETF get approved, and then who knows? It could be a bigger move ahead. How big of a move? I think 48 is reasonable area to see. I got an alert right here at 47.7 because I will sell. Okay, I will most likely sell half of my remaining GBTC holding if I see BTC at that part. Okay, because GBTC has already narrowed the discount significantly. It's no longer. A couple of weeks ago, it was 11%. I believe as of right now, the discount between GBTC and BTC NAV is about 8% or less, something like that. So it has shrunk. Okay, eventually it will get down to like 2%-ish. Okay, I can see it squeeze down to 2%. But regardless, if the ETF get approved and there's a pop, that would be the area that I would take another half of the remaining GBTC. And the same thing with Ethereum. I have some Ethereum. I have ETHE. Yeah, it's at right now. It's at a level of resistance support. The zone, okay, like always, it's a zone. You can draw in the zone or the line. You can do shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Or you can do it down here. Actually, it's better to do it down there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right, there you go. We're in the zone. The blow up top, right there. That's where I would be selling my ETHE. Okay, so I'm gonna put an alert right there, right just below it, so that I am aware of the situation. Sell time. There you go. Okay, that's if you have ETHE, which I do. I also have Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing here. Okay, it's if the alert go off, you betcha. I think I have 6 Ethereum or 4, either 6 or 5 Ethereum left. So yeah, they will go out too. Is there anything else for me to talk about? Did I miss any major segment? I'm looking at the list of things that I could have talked about. That is it. It's as always, if you want me to do any kind of specific look at any specific ticker, leave it in the comment section. Otherwise, I just focus on what I follow in general. I don't have enough ears and eyes to follow every single stock in the market, right? It is what it is. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Now that this is out of the way, I don't have to deal with this tomorrow. Bye-bye.